All right, so I'm going to do a website review of Organic Mind Lifestyle. So let's jump into it. Okay. So I kind of explain the methodology here so as people are watching that you're able to understand what I'm looking at and why I'm saying the things that I'm saying. So there's some stuff on here that I really love, and there are some things that I would want to change. And so we'll talk about both. Okay. So let's talk about something that I really enjoy. I like the fact that you have your search up here. That a lot of websites don't have this. And this can be a very powerful tool. I'm glad to see that it's there. It makes a difference. So congratulations, guys, for including that. That definitely makes a difference. I'm going to scroll down because there's some stuff that I see here that I want to see differently, but it has a lot to do with what's going on as we scroll down. So we don't need to repeat the name of the website here. I would prefer if you talk about what the website does. So this here, professional meal prep service. I would prefer that this is bolded and that this moves to the top. I would actually prefer if it was something a little bit differently that describes the objective. So if your objective is to save you time and making great meals, or saving you time and making great meals, that would be something that I would prefer here because it describes what it is that you actually do. But this professional meal prep service, and please know that that's like an off the cuff. Don't use that because it needs to be workshopped a little bit more. So I'll share when you first jump onto my website, the first thing you see is simplified marketing to grow your business. That's what I do. I simplify your marketing to grow your business. That's it. At the end of the day, that's all that I do. So how do we simplify what you do? What is it? Prepping your meals so you don't have to. Whatever that thing is for you, right? Okay. So that would be something I would change here. This transition feels odd. We say no subscription. I think I know what you're getting at. All the other services, are basically subscription-based services. I would say we need to transition this a little more because we're trying to. I think you're saying that this is a benefit, but I don't know where we're trying to go with this. So I would take this out or explain it more. We have the benefit of no subscription. What that means for you is that you can order as needed and you're not locked into anything. You're not wasting your money on meals that you didn't really want. Or you can order in advance knowing that just this week you're going to need some prep meal. Whatever the benefit here of saying there's no subscriptions, right? So I would revisit this and take a look at that. Let's see. No meal prep meals now available for pickup and delivery. We jump here. This looks good. Very clean menu. Really like that. Family friendly. Okay. Okay, so there's still some areas that you guys are working on your products. That's perfect. New stuff for me to look forward to. That's fantastic. I don't love this, and not because I don't see what you're trying to do here. But let's put a benefit here to the customer, to the client, because right now this is just us telling the world that we're great. Is there something else? Is there some other message that we're trying to deliver to the customer? I would be surprised if this right here is going to help you get another customer. Like saying you're the best. Our clients, our customers see this all the time. So I would evaluate like what as they're scrolling through here, like what are we trying to accomplish as they scroll down? And then ask ourselves, like, does this help us accomplish that? Are we trying to, as they scroll down, are we trying to educate them on the business, or are we trying to educate them on the value of having pre-prep meal services? What's the barrier that we think we need to overcome with this customer that's looking at this website and hasn't already clicked this button to jump over to the shopping page to check out. There's also some rewording that needs to be done here to take advantage of some like SEO. So I know you guys are really big on the organic, so I love that organic is in here a lot. But I would say we also need to talk a little bit more about meal prep or meal plan or prep meal plans, whatever your set of keywords that you're using. We need to get that in here a little more, because I see it there. I see it here. Matter of fact, let's just do prep. Okay, so we have it in here 6 times. Well, no, not even. Easy prep. What about meal prep? We got it in here 3 times. So we got the word prep in here a bunch of times, but meal prep not that many times. So we want to go back and think about like easy, no prep, comfort foods, easy meals. Might be able to reword this to get meal prep in there. Prepared locally, great. Sorry, guys, it's kind of late. So just look at this again and figure out, like, think about how you can reword some of this stuff. I also wouldn't use this abbreviation, OML. Abbreviations I'm not a fan of. They just can create confusion. I would say we, because at this point they really should know who you are. It's it's there. We might change that around, but they're on your website telling OML, not really helping us here. And right here, organic mind lifestyle. So what we could do is say we are now harvesting spring produce, because right here we say it. So like we've already done the proper noun here. We can transition to the more obligatory we at this point. We're happy to announce that we're taking meal prep orders. So we got our meal prep orders are due Wednesday at 10 a.m. I would also say, I don't know, I'm not going to go there because you might have a different feeling. Offering limited menu. Okay, good. So we have this order button here a lot, and I'm not knocking that. I think that's great. Makes it really easy. I know what you want me to do, right? I know you want me to order something. I can tell based on the way the website's set up. What I want is for it to be here, like right away at the very top, because this becomes one of the primary actions. So if we can change this so that this is a order now button, great. I also am not sure why this isn't. Want more info on? Oh, okay. I see what you're doing here. Yeah. Nope, I'm not clear on it. Is this another service? Custom chef? Yes, that is what that looks like. So this is another service. Okay. Yeah, I would push this a little bit, and I would still put my order now button. Well, let me say that a different way. If the meal prep is your primary offer, then I would make that here. If it's not, then this is really confusing. So either this is our primary offer, and if it is, then we need to talk more about this on the main page, or this is a secondary offer, something that you will do, and it's not something that you anticipate you're going to get a lot of people to take you up on. But it is a service that you'll offer, and maybe more of a premium service for a select few people. And we do want to have this featured up on the bar, but not in this spot, because I want to drive more people to order, right? So this goes back to that breakdown. So eyes do left to right, cross through the center, and then left to right again. So we want to capitalize on this idea of like, all right, left to right. Oh, this is the important thing. Ideally in maybe another color, an orange, or maybe a red, like this red here, right here, boop. And then as we scroll down, same thing. My order buttons can really stand out a little more, because right now they're kind of fading in the background. I would prefer if these are like, if we borrowed colors from some of the food, because your website has so much color, and you've used a very clean design, which I really like. You can borrow colors from your food as like accents for your website. So you got this red tomato here. Up here you got these really bright reds. We can make these buttons red, and they wouldn't be. Oh no, never mind. I wouldn't use red because you got this green. I probably use yellow. You're gonna have to play around. You're gonna have to play around with the colors. And I would use some color pairing tools. That's honestly how I pick my colors. I look at them and I say, does this hurt my eyes? And then I leverage some color pairing tools to see what would make the most sense. Looking at like some triad colors, and then I pick the one that's like typically adjacent from the color that I have. So that's my 2 cents on colors. Again, guys, let me share something with you. I am not a graphic designer. I'm not a web designer. I'm a marketer that builds websites for performance purposes, right? And the difference is that some of this like design stuff, I look at like, it's not even secondary. It's third. So when I'm looking at it, from the perspective of is, does this make sense in order to do the number one thing that we all want as business owners, and that's get more customers? And if something doesn't lend to that, then it would suggest to me that we need to make some adjustments. And so when I'm looking at this, that's what I'm looking at. I also noticed that you don't have your analytics on here. You need to get that on here, especially as you start launching your business. You're going to want to, that will help you with like what's actually working on your website and what's not, right? And I know because you're using the GoDaddy website builder, there's some limitations here. So there's some things that I would want you to change that I know you can't change, right? So there are some other things that I haven't dived into that I know you can't change because of the builder. But most of the stuff that I'm telling you, I know is very possible to change with inside the GoDaddy website builder. You also want to spend some time here. I don't know if you know the pricing page is blank, but it is. So if this is supposed to be like, if you don't have any like special pricing, then just remove it. If you do and it's not on here, if you do and it's not on here, then you need to spend some time going ahead and updating this before you officially share it live with the public. Again, I would not use OML. Like if you're going to do this, again, you're missing an opportunity to say organic, which is like your primary keyword. So update this so that it says organic. And here I would just do like YS instead of YOML, just YS. Local, we're chef. Your meal never takes trips across the country. I would say I'd probably do something doing meal prep locally. So your meal never takes a trip across the country. Your prepped meals come from our kitchen straight to your table. And then simple, our meals are made fresh. I would do something like the meals we prep for you are made fresh, or our prepped meals are made fresh after you order them and are fully prepared upon arrival. Our yeah, I would mess around with this a little more. We got some opportunity here to get some more keywords in here. Our organic meals, our organic prepped meals are made fresh right directly after you order. And after you order, period, fully ready to eat upon arrival, or fully ready to eat when they arrive. So again, just playing around with some of this so we can get like some more keywords in there. Organics, all produce in our prepped meals, or the meals we prep, are 100% organically sourced. And then I might do something like we use local farmers. And again, we know that up here, but that's not for, some of that's not for them. Some of what I'm saying is for SEO purposes, but also like, what if I skip that and I really didn't pay a ton of attention? Now I'm restating it here. I'm saying, hey, we use only locally sourced veggies from Iowa farmers or from local farmers. Variety, we offer a variety of lifestyle cuisines, which include paleo, keto. Again, we offer a variety of lifestyle cuisines for our meal prep services, which include paleo, keto, vegan, gluten-free, and family-friendly, right? So again, we want to get that keyword in there, meal prep. The goal here is, and honestly, if we can get meal prep in Cedar Rapids in here, we're going to be winning, right? So be thinking a little bit about how I can go back and rewrite some of this stuff so I can get that in here, so that we're better off when people are searching and they go, I want some organic food in Cedar Rapids. Well, you should still pop up, because maybe they are not going to order now, but they will at some point. The other thing that I noticed is that you don't have any type of special offer to capture my information when I first jump onto the page. So maybe it's $10 off my first order. It doesn't, we just need some sort of incentives that when I jump on the page that I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do that. I'll put my email in here, because we really want to start building that email list. And a lot of people that fill it out probably won't buy. If you get 25 people to put their name in for this coupon, you might only have 15 of them, order. But now you have 25 people that have expressed interest and that are semi-qualified. So we want that information. So putting something on here that talks about, pop up when you get onto the page, like to get $10 off your first order, sign up for our email list. And then they just boop, and then they get a coupon code. And then that's something you can embed on the checkout process. When they're checking out, you can just tell it like, hey, first time, or first organic, or first OML, whatever your code is, doesn't matter. Should be able to pop that into your shopping cart, and it'll take that off, right? Let's do the speed test. So I'm going to pull that up here in just a second. We'll see what the opportunity is for the speed component. Paste. Okay. So here we go. It's interesting, because I was just doing one of these, and I said, it's really hard to rate a 90 on mobile. So you guys are rating 90 on mobile. Great job. I will tell you, I've done a ton of these, and I've only seen this on like very high, like on websites that don't have any pictures, and are just like text only, right? So good job. That's fantastic. Again, that has a lot to do with the simplicity of your website. So you guys are doing a great job. It is mobile optimized. Even like the way your image sits, uh, it's interesting because it looks really great on mobile. Where it has some opportunity on desktop, like the fact that this doesn't go all the way up or all the way down. I would prefer if it filled that, but that's to be seen. And then you scored a 99 on desktop. There's not really much to do on the performance end, right? As far as the speed of the website, it's hard pressed to be able to get this any higher. Like if you were able to get this to 100, I I would be blown away. Like I don't know how you would do that. Some of the customization that they'll talk about, I really don't think it's going to get you to 100. Like, looking at the website, when we start talking about speed, you could compress all the images and that'll help with speed. But the website's already so fast that like it's a good practice. But as of this moment, it's only going to give you incremental, and this won't go up very much. It could honestly help your mobile load speed and get this a little bit higher. Probably could get it to about 95, 96. But again, how much time do you want to spend to gain a couple of points here that realistically right now you're sitting at a couple seconds. Like Google's like, yeah, you guys are doing great. So this isn't a primary concern, but if you're looking for something to do and you want to compress these images, I would go back and compress all my images, and that would probably shave a couple microseconds off your time, which could lead you to a higher overall score. The reason why this is so important is that this plays a big part in Google's rankings. So the fact that you're scoring really well means that if you square up some of the SEO stuff, your website's in a really good position to rank really well for the keyword selection that you put up. All right. So that's my feedback about the website. There's some other stuff, but we can get real nitpicky with these websites. I did notice that there's no social icons. I don't know if that's intentional or not intentional. But if it's intentional, you don't have the social pages, that's fine. I would go ahead and set them up, especially as you're launching. And then honestly, in the beginning, you could really just do a lot of like resharing these images, right? And then just saying like, hey, we're going to share over the next whatever amount of days, and we're going to share what we make, and then link them back to the website. And that's really your first, what is this? 4, 8, 12, 16, 19 posts is literally just you sharing this. So you got a lot, you have a lot of opportunity to create some pretty good content. I'd also share the fact of you moving into your space and all that other stuff. Like these are the things that like people enjoy seeing, and you can capitalize on just some stuff that's happening in your business right now without having to go out and try to like fabricate some content when you're making it as you're kind of living life. So that's my 2 cents for you. I hope that's helpful. I appreciate you sending your website over and letting me take a look. Let me know if you need any more support.